Welcome back, guys, and today we are talking about my ranking of each of the supernovas in terms of battle abilities. This list is mostly made from the powers that have been so far demonstrated by each of the supernova. Please do not be angry if my ranking is a slight bit biased, because with the supernova portrayal is mostly all we have on each of their strengths, save for perhaps the Straw Hats and the Law. I'll also factor in how they plan, as well as how their non-supernova allies help them in combat, but I will only be using that factor for very select supernovas like Beige. Number 11, Julie Bonnie. I'm rating Bonnie at the bottom of this list since she is one of the supernova with no known feats, as well as the one with the most vague Devil Fruit abilities. Although, whatever the hell her Devil Fruit is, it seems quite OP. The main reason I'm not putting her over weakest supernova like Hawkins is because in terms of physical strength, we have no evidence whatsoever of how powerful she really is. Number 10, Basil the Magician Hawkins. This guy has never been depicted as rather strong fighter, although he is seemingly smart enough to survive the new world, except for the fact that we have no idea whether he is actually still alive. The main fights that we have seen him participate in are against Kizaru, Zolo, and against Law. However, he didn't manage to get the win in any of these three fights, which really doesn't hype him up whatsoever. In fact, makes him seem kind of a weakling. Yeah. Number 9, Capone Gang Beige. Well, probably getting a higher ranking if this was a popularity poll. This man isn't that strong compared to the 8 higher ranked supernova on this list, although the difference between ranks isn't as huge as you may think, at least not in my point of view. The supernova are all really strong, and this one's got strength from his tech, his devil fruit, and of course his cunning, which in the supernova is only really matched by perhaps Law. We really haven't seen what he is physically capable of, and if we have seen is truly his best, then I feel justified keeping him on this low on the list. Number 8, Roar of the Seas, Scratchman-Apoo. With the release of the latest chapter 980, Scratchman-Apoo has the fans and YouTubers wondering alike. How was the One Piece world power scale? Then he brought along this question from his duel with Zolo and Luffy, where he was seemingly on top until Kid came along and smacked him into the wall. Not really the end he was hoping for, I don't think. While he was unable to apprehend Zolo and Luffy, not many of Kaido's men could have gotten as close to succeeding as he did, and I believe from this fight that he is most likely a better fighter than even lower-leveled Robbie Topo like Page 1. And if Page 1 is stronger than him, then I'm really excited for how much stronger Sanji has gotten. Number 7, Massacre Soldier Killer. Coming in 7th place is everyone's second favourite, non-Captain Supernova, Killer. My reason for putting Killer this high is because of his short duel with Zolo, in which he was able to hurt Zolo to the point where Zolo passed out after winning, which is pretty good even if he had a little bit of help in the form of a Magical Fox. What made this even more amazing is the fact that he had 3 handicaps. Firstly, he was obviously injured, secondly, he was obviously out of his right mind, and thirdly, he wasn't using the same types of weapons that he usually does. All 3 were pretty big handicaps. I mean, imagine just how much weak Zolo would be if he had to substitute his swords for spears. He would still be insane, of course, just not quite as powerful as he is with 3 swords. I can't speak today. Number 6, Mad Monk Oroge. Oroge is one hell of a good fighter with an absolute insane devil fruit. So what puts him above Killer and Beige? Well, the reason he's put above these guys is his feats. As other than Luffy, he has the greatest feats of all Supernova. Not great enough to put him top 5, of course. So what are these feats of great strength? The main one that most people use is him beating Charlotte Snack, a criminal with a bounty of 600 million berries, which is simply insane when you think about it. I only put him below my top 5 because I don't feel that he has potential to do anything in the near future, and all 5 of the remaining Supernova on this list are in Wano, meaning they still have a lot of time in Wano to do a lot of crazy things, and they will. Trust me. Number 5. Drake. Once again, Drake is getting this high of a rank in my list because of overall portrayal as well as rank in the hierarchy of the Beast Pirates. He obviously never misses leg day and already seems to be quite respected among the Robbie Topo as one of the top fighters in the group. He also has a calm aura around him, Like Hawkins, except less sinister and more overwhelming, if that makes sense, as the former Rear Admiral of the Navy and pre-time skip, as well as the superior officer of Kobe and the captain of the Navy Operation Sword. He is high-ranking almost everywhere. He also has one of the best backstories of the supernova, and I like how it's loosely tied to laws, as it just shows how much of a small world it is, and just how closely related everything everyone does is to another person. Number 4, Surgeon of Death, Trafalgar D. Water Law. Commonly rated in the top 5 most popular characters in a lot of people's lists, this character is a character who we have seen grow up much in terms of character, dreams, and strength. The main reason I put him above monsters like a Rogue and Drake is because of his devil fruit ability and how well he is able to use it. He has a stated stamina issue, yet is always pushing through his power limits, despite the fact that it greatly lowers his life expectancy if used too much. He's a character who is set up to use his devil fruit's ultimate ability with the amount of attention the ability has drawn to itself, which is sad because of how much of a great character Lore is. A lot of people will be sad if his story has to end in the ultimate sacrifice. I count this ability as an asset to his overall strength because of the difference it can make in a war. Number 3, Zolo. As Luffy's right hand, as stated by Bartolomeo himself, he is most likely the man to take out King. I didn't state this in my last video like I should have, but I think that Killer and Zolo should team up, and that would just be so cool. I just want to see it. I don't think Zolo needs Killer to beat King, although I wouldn't mind at all if they would team up and in Wano, be pretty fun. Zolo has never once in the New World been forced to go all out, and I think if he is, he might prove himself even more of a monster than anyone could have imagined that he is. His fight against King is one that I am super hyped about, since it just seems like one of the fights that no one is ever going to forget, either through absolute disappointment or because of just how amazing it is in both the manga and anime. I really hope it's the latter, and it's probably going to be. I think that is a betrayal that I think Oda is giving us, and it's enough to give him the number 3 spot. Number 2, Eustace Captain Kidd, the monster of the supernova. That is the man who gets my second spot. Why? Because of the fact that he is A, set up to be Luffy's rival, and the other person who fights Kaido, and B, his devil fruit could be unimaginably strong. We really don't know at this stage. He is also the only of the supernova who has made enemies of the Tree Yonko at least by going to the territories other than Luffy, and B, had a bounty higher than Luffy pre-time skip. I really believe that he fought with one of the sweet commanders when he attacked Totoland, most likely Cracker or Smoothie. I don't think he fought with Katakuri. I definitely don't think that either side won the fight, with Kid most likely withdrawing unharmed, yet not wishing to fight with Big Mom. Number 1, Straw Hat Luffy, the protagonist and also the only supernova with a bounty bigger than 1 billion. What a man. Of course he gets the number 1 spot. I hardly need to speak about just why he is more powerful than the other supernova, but I will anyway. He is number 1 for beating Buggy, Arlong, Crocodile, Bellamy, Eneru, Rob Lucci, attacking Impel Down and Marineford, beating Sailors, a Clown, Doflamingo on the top sweet commander Charlotte Katakuri, and after beating all of them, has recently gotten a new type of Haki just to beat Kaido, the king of the beasts. That is enough reason for me, so I guess Luffy easily takes the number 1 spot in this scenario. No questions asked. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and of course, don't listen to my earlier statement. Of course, you guys can ask me questions about the video, and post your list of the most powerful supernova in the comments section below, and I will tell you why you're wrong. But if I like the comment, your list is officially the updated one. Please, please, please hit the subscribe button below. It's free, and I need subs for reasons that I cannot quite explain. Thank you for watching.